So the last 6 months of 2023, I did a 180-day challenge that completely changed my life. Actually was able to form habits that I could stick to, was able to focus better, clearer, and for a longer amount of time. My gums got better overall, and my skin got better, and I was even able to change a little bit of my facial structure. Hi cuties, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. This is where I deep dive into all things beauty, makeup, skincare, and all around wellness. If you want to glow up just a little bit more every single day, you're at the right place, babes. I'm going to be sharing my overall story of my 180-day challenge and share with you all of the tips that I learned, some things that I wouldn't do, and some things that I'm definitely going to be taking on into my life going forward. And I really just want to inspire you to maybe try some of these challenges for yourself, whether you just want to build a new habit, whether you want to get healthier, lose weight, whatever it is. I really want to provide you with my story so you can pull some pieces from it and take it with you for later. So I started my challenge in July 2023. Please be kind to me. I am human, and this is a part that I'm a little bit insecure about, but I'm going to share it with you guys because I want to be fully transparent with where I started. So in July 2023, I was 158.8 pounds, and this is what I look like. This was my BMI, and these were my body measurements. I remember after COVID, I gained probably 15-ish pounds. My doctor was like, you definitely need to lose weight because this is what is triggering these things, and you could have early signs of X, Y, and Z. And I was like, okay, this is scary. I really need to make some changes to my life. Tried doing that in 2022. It did not work. 2023, January, February, I tried again, still didn't work. I wanted to do this because I really wanted to build better habits. I wanted to get healthier. I also wanted to floss because every single time I go to the dentist, they'd be like, why are you not flossing? And I'd be like, but I am. And they're like, no, you're not because your gums are bleeding. I also wanted to focus more on one task and see how long I could focus on one task without interruptions. I also wanted to eat healthier. That was definitely a change that I had to make. And I wanted to practice face workouts daily. I truly believe in the power of gua sha, microcurrent devices, or just using your hands to do facial massages. By December 2023, I got myself down to 145 pounds, a BMI that is still overweight, but much, much healthier. So in July 2023, I told all my friends on Instagram that I was doing this challenge. They were my accountability people. I think the biggest thing that helped me stick to my goals and my daily checklist of habits I wanted to form was because I made it public knowledge. I had to be honest with myself, but I also had to be honest with everybody else out there. And that is really, really like, I did not want to lie to those people. I did not want to let them down. And it was just like that additional, not pressure, but pressure in a good way that I was like, okay, you know what you got to do today. Let's go do it. One of the healthy habits that I really wanted to build was flossing every single day. In the beginning, I probably flossed, if I'm being generous, maybe 30 days out of a year. And that's including my dental visits. Absolutely hated with such a passion to floss my teeth. Don't get me wrong, I brush my teeth morning and night. Love brushing my teeth. Flossing, whole new debacle. Did not enjoy it. It hurt my gums so much. I would bleed every single time. And the taste, it was not fun. So at first, I just started out with regular dental floss that the dentist had given me, and that was fine. Nothing wrong with that. But then one day, I discovered cocoa floss. Game changer. Cocoa floss has these fine, intertwined particles in a string that when you floss, they kind of loosen up and really get all the gunk out. And it wasn't thick. It slid through, guided through the teeth really, really easily. And while it still hurt in the beginning, I was just like, okay, I need to fight through this pain to make it to my end goal. And I did not floss every single day of the 180-day challenge, but I told my community the days I did it and the days I didn't. But over time, I found myself just reaching for that floss at night every single time without even having to think of it. And that was really my goal at the end. Flossing became a habit about 90 days into it. So that was like halfway through. It took me 3 months for me to feel like I didn't have to think about flossing anymore. Difficulty level of this was, I would say, a medium. Flossing is definitely something that I'm taking into my future life. Another habit that I really wanted to work on was mastering focus and to unplug to be productive. I don't remember where I read this. I heard one notification can set you back almost 20 minutes to be able to focus on a single task again. And when I heard that, I was like, wow, that is a lot of wasted time. So one of my goals every single day was to focus 1 hour on whatever task it was and do it without any interruptions. So that meant turning my phone on airplane mode, do not disturb, whatever it is, turning off all my devices and just trying to focus on one thing. But I started doing this first by using the Pomodoro method, doing 25 minutes on with a 5-minute break, and then doing another 25 minutes with another 5-minute break. That just seemed a lot easier, more attainable to master, and eventually those 25 minutes became 45 minutes, 45 minutes became an hour. It definitely takes a long time, and don't get me wrong, I felt such FOMO from not having my notifications on. Let me tell you, when that phone comes back on after Do Not Disturb, half the time I wouldn't have any notifications. Nobody was bothering me. Focusing on one task took me about 45 days into the challenge for it to really feel like a habit. Like I said, first month really felt FOMO. I was so daunted by missing out on notifications, but eventually it got better and easier. Difficulty level for this challenge was medium to hard. Focusing 1 hour every single day is not easy because so many different things can happen throughout your day, depending on the week, whatever it is. So it is something that I still want to focus on going forward, but I am giving myself a little bit more grace and figuring out a better schedule or figuring time blocking my day out so I can be more productive overall. Habit number 3 I wanted to build was the power of face workouts and really giving yourself 5 minutes a day to work on your face, because just like our bodies, our face has muscles too that should be worked out. My favorite forms of facial massages are just using your hands for a facial massage, using a gua sha tool, or using a microcurrent tool. Any of the options are great, and you literally just need 5 minutes a day. Bonus points if you want to do 10 minutes a day, but they have so many benefits. Not only do they work out the muscles in your face, they also get any knots out that you may have. They help with lymphatic drainage, and they just overall sculpt. I would group my facial exercises in with my showers after working out during my skincare routine. One of the biggest things that helps with habit building is pairing 2 different things together. So, for example, you could say, I'm going to journal while I have my coffee in the morning. Another example could be, I'm going to listen to an educational podcast every single time I go for a walk. Again, those 2 things are going to bounce back off of each other, and the habit is going to be easier to build. I really started seeing such significant changes in my face shape 2 to 3 months into my 180-day challenge. So it took like 3 months, which is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of times people get so like bummed when they don't see real changes happening at lightning speed. But trust me, they do come. Difficulty level for face workouts for me, I would say easy, just because I had been practicing them even before doing this 180-day challenge. I was already familiar with it. And this is definitely something I'm going to be taking forward because I love it and I've seen real results. Habit number 4 that I was trying to build was moving my body every single day and becoming stronger. Now, what body movement can do for you mentally and emotionally is absolutely astounding. Like by the end of the challenge, I had to go work out. Like I fully enjoyed working out because it made me feel so much better after I finished working out. But don't get me wrong, it took me a long time to get there. Someone asked me, how long did it actually take for you to enjoy working out? Honest answer, I would say at least 8 months. Before that, I would dread going to the gym, or I'd be like, oh, I'll go today, but I'll just, like maybe do like a walk or something. It wasn't anything serious. I would just show up to kind of like be there. But why after 8 months did I start enjoying going to the gym? One, I made my goal easy. No matter what it is, you want to make your goal as easy as it is for you to be able to attain it. So in the beginning, I was like, I'm just going to go walk to the gym. Maybe not even go. I'm just going to walk there. And then if I feel like going in, I'll go in. If not, I'll come back. Since I made it there, then I'd be like, all right, well, I'm here. Let me just go in. Then it was more like, okay, I'm just going to go in and work out for 20 minutes. 20 minutes is better than 0 minutes. Would go in, do my thing, come back out. Making my goal easy made me want to do it more and more. It became like a reward system. I was like, oh, I did it. Dopamine hit. I would do it again. Go in. It was like a cycle. So you want to make that workout goal easy for you. Number 2 way to enjoy moving your body is realizing how you like to move it. There are so many different ways we can do this, but I think it's super, super, super important to try out different kind of workouts to see which one you enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy doing this, you're not going to do it again and again. Over time, I really found my favorite kind of workouts ended up being a combination of weight training, cycling, and Pilates. Definitely don't need to do the same things that I did, but those were the things that I found I enjoyed and that I could keep up with. And number 3, ask a friend. Whether it's, hey, do you want to work out with me? Or 2, can you show me how to do this? Like, hey, can you give me some classes that you recommend or some YouTube channels, YouTube videos that I can do? That would be great for beginners. Or if you are going to the gym but you feel very intimidated by what's going on because you don't know how to use the machines, ask a friend who goes to the gym or who is working out. Make it a cute little date and work out together. It's such a fun way to get moving, but just becoming more familiar. If you're not doing it alone, like it's such a nice security blanket to have, just having somebody else go with you. That's exactly what I did when I first started weight training. Let me tell you, I had never held a barbell in my entire life before. I went in with a friend. He showed me the ropes, and I was like, okay, I think I can do this. Maybe, kind of. And then I would go in when it was a little bit emptier, felt a little bit more confident doing it on my own. Eventually, that embarrassment became comfort. It takes some time, but I promise, ask a friend, do it a few times with them if you need to, but this is such a great way to start moving your body and gaining confidence from moving your body. Moving my body started feeling like a true habit about 30 days in. That's when I was like, okay, I have to do this every single day. I don't want to let my community down and I don't want to let myself down. And on the difficulty level, I would say it was on the easier side. But this is only because I had already been practicing moving my body before this challenge even started. If I was fresh in July, I think it would have been much, much harder. So I just motivate you to do what you can and have some grace for yourself. And habit number 5 that I really wanted to build was eating nutritious foods and just being more conscious of what I was putting into my body. This was by far the hardest thing I'd ever done. Like when I tell you, I thought I ate healthy. No, no, no. What I did in the beginning was started tracking everything I ate. I downloaded MyFitnessPal. I pay the, I think, $70 annual fee for it, and it is totally worth it. I tracked everything I ate, and I was like, oh my God, Like, is that real? Like, is this really how many calories I eat? Is this? I listen to so many TikToks and YouTubes about what people recommended. So I put in my macros on my Fitness Pal as what I thought would work. In the beginning, it was so hard. One, because I don't like cooking. You got to cook if you want to be healthy for yourself. Number two, I had to be in a huge caloric deficit, or not huge, just a big caloric deficit. Eating healthy was literally my kryptonite. But when I started actually implementing everything that I'd learned and started meeting my macros, my weight started shedding. First month, I think I lost 4 pounds. I was like, okay, I haven't really done anything different besides started eating healthier. Working out, I was doing the same. It was really when I started eating nutritious foods, sticking in my caloric deficit, and meeting my macros, that is when the weight started shifting and shifting drastically. It was the first time in my entire life where I was like, wait, hold up. I think I'm actually losing weight. I don't know if the scale is broken, if my eyes are playing tricks on me, or if I'm actually losing weight. So this is going to be controversial, but this is what helped me lose weight, and I believe is something you got to do every single day. Number one, you got to track your food. Download an app. My favorite is MyFitnessPal. You have to track in everything that you eat so you actually see it in front of you and are able to count your calories, your macros, your nutrition facts, everything just to make sure you are eating a balanced diet and you're actually eating towards your goals instead of just mindlessly eating. Number two, this one's probably the most controversial, weigh in every single day. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but weigh in every single day and your body will tell you so much more that you did not even know. There would be days where I would eat something for dinner and then by the morning I would be like 4 pounds heavier. And I'd be like, what just happened? I was like this weight before and now I'm this. I'm like, wait, what? No, you will gain so much knowledge about the way your body works for you. And number three, you got to eat clean, nutritious foods. And half the time that means you gotta cook that at home and leave the restaurant for splurge-worthy meals. I didn't like the truth either when I first started, but eventually when you start seeing results, you're going to be like, okay, check. This is what I'm going to do, and that is going to be your biggest motivation. Your results are going to be your biggest motivation. Trust me on that. So eating nutritious foods took me probably 160 days into the 180-day challenge to feel like a habit. Its difficulty level was extra hard, like hard. I still struggle with this on a daily basis, but truly, if I meal prep and really meal prep properly, and I don't need to think about what I'm going to eat for the day, that helps tremendously. This is definitely something I'm working on taking forward. So in total, I lost over 13 pounds, 11.9 inches off of my total body. I lost 2.5 off of my BMI. Body fat percentage went down by 2.4%. I used the Renpho Health app because I have a Renpho scale, and this is where I tracked all of my measurements. And let me tell you, it's very accurate because I did a body scan at my gym and the levels were almost identical. I hope that you're able to take away some of the tips that I shared in this video if you want to build some of the same habits that I did, while keeping in mind that results take time and don't give up at the first signs of weakness. Tell your bestie too, because this is what's gonna hold you accountable. So here's to embracing the glow up, a healthy mindset, and just inspiring others. Thank you so much for watching today. Leave any comments that you have and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time.